Hello, everyone, and welcome. This special podcast episode is dedicated to Matthew Perry on what would have been his 56th birthday. Matthew Perry wasn't just Chandler Bing from Friends, he was a man who made millions laugh while quietly fighting battles that few could imagine. Today, we honor his story through his own words, his memoir, Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing. Episode 1, The Lonely Beginning. Matthew Perry was born in 1969. His parents divorced early, so his childhood was split between Canada with his mom and Los Angeles with his dad. On the outside, it looked fine. But inside, young Matthew felt alone, unwanted. He admits humor became his shield. If he made people laugh, maybe they wouldn't see how lonely he was. As a teenager, he chased success in tennis, becoming one of the best junior players in Canada. But he realized he'd never be world-class. So he turned to acting, another way to be noticed. Episode 2, The Chandler Bing Effect. In Los Angeles, Perry took on small roles, suffered rejection, and kept auditioning. Then came a sitcom called Friends. He auditioned, and Chandler Bing was born. The chemistry among the 6 cast members was instant. The world loved them. And Chandler became one of TV's most beloved characters. But here's the secret. Perry wasn't laughing. He says you can track his addictions by watching Friends. Thin? He was drinking. Overweight? Opioids? A goatee? Lots of pills. Millions adored Chandler. But Matthew was breaking inside. Episode 3. The Big Terrible Thing. This brings us to the big terrible thing. Addiction. It started with alcohol in his early 20s. Then came Vicodin after a jet ski accident. That prescription opened the door to years of opioid abuse. At his worst, Perry swallowed 55 pills a day. His life revolved around drugs. His relationships collapsed. His health collapsed. In 2018, his colon burst. Doctors gave him just a 2% chance of surviving. He spent months in the hospital, endured multiple surgeries, and lived with a colostomy bag for 9 months. But he made it through. Somehow, he survived. Episode 4, Recovery, Purpose, and Legacy Recovery was never easy. He went to rehab more than 15 times. He spent millions. He relapsed again and again. But he also found purpose. He turned one of his homes into a sober living facility. He mentored people, shared his story, and made it his mission to help others fight the same battle. At the end of his book, Perry doesn't claim a happy ending. He admits, "I'm still fighting." But he also says, if my story helps just one person, then it's worth it. And maybe that's how he should be remembered. Not just Chandler Bing, not just the funny guy, but a man who tried to turn his pain into someone else's hope. This was Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing, told in honor of Matthew Perry's 56th birthday. A story of humor, heartbreak, addiction, survival, and above all, humanity.